Hello, children. This is our next chapter in civics, chapter 24, Institutional Representation of Democracy. How we ensure that in our country there is democracy, and what are the steps that we have taken to ensure or to maintain this democracy. The most and first thing that we have done is the universal adult franchise. Now, what is this? In this, a person, when the person gets adult, that is above 18 years old, that person is now allowed to vote or choose their representative. And if I tell you, our India is the only country who took this step right after the independence. We had to no, we had to do no struggle to gain this right. In many of the countries, England and everywhere, women and many people had to struggle just to gain this right. But we were so lucky that right after the independence, we had this right. Whether you belong to any religion, whether you belong to any caste, any color, or you speak any language, you are allowed to vote, or you are allowed to choose your representative. And now, what is the merits or advantages of universal adult franchise? It is based on political equality. Now, whenever we feel we have to choose a representative, we feel as one. It brings a unity among all, whether you speak another language or you belong to another religion. But when it comes for the country, we all stand together. So politically, when we are thinking, it brings us a equality, a sense of equality. Then again, democratic government. Now it is ruled by us. When we are choosing a representative and we are allowing them to rule us or to make laws for us, we make sure that the laws what they have made, it is for us or for the welfare of the people. If they do not do so, we have the right to we can make the government fall. So again, it is a true democracy. Then it makes the government responsible as well. They know if they do not fulfill their promises, we can make it election again and we can choose another representative. So it makes the government more responsible towards their promises and their work. Then elections. Now, what is election? It is actually a sense of democracy which brings equality. Right before, also, I told you when it comes for the election, we forget all the differences that so many diversities we have. We used to forget everything because now it's about the country, about the people of the country. We have to make the right decision. We have to make a right representative so that no person of this country will suffer. So now importance of this elections, us, we all cannot run the administration because we all stand with different opinions, we have different ideas. So what we do, we make one person as a representative who can run the government, whom we believe that the whatever the decisions that the person is making, we believe on that decisions. And these elections make them responsible. If the government do not fulfill the promises, we can make the another election and we can choose another representative. So it gives a sense of responsibility to the government. Then it helps, election helps us to give the effective control over the executives. Executives are those people who are maintaining the laws. When the legislature is making the laws, this executive group of people maintaining it, so it gives them a control over this, maintaining the laws and the law and order. And without this elections, we cannot set a democratic government. And to make sure these elections are fair enough, we have adopted a secret ballot system in which voters can express their choice without any fear and pressure, and nobody can know to whom they are giving their votes. And after the voting also, if they want to make any change, they can do it without any ill feelings or any bad or negative feelings in them. Now in election there are certain steps involved. First of the date of the election, then the selection of the candidates, then these candidates have to fill a form. Then after filling the form, the authority the election commission again they ask them if they want to withdraw their name or if they are sure. After that, they declare the final list of the nominated list of the participants or the people who want to stand for the election. Then they allot the symbols to the particular people. Then after they pamphlets and they start the promoting themselves, and they start meeting people and telling them why they are good or why they have to choose this particular representative. Campaigning, you must have seen when the elections are near, you will see in the TV as well the advertisements. You will see so many pamphlets on the walls, and everywhere you will see people are standing and giving speeches to the people. So that is manifestos. Manifestos are the promises or the things what they will do if they are winning the elections. Campaigning, they are promoting themselves. Then we do for the voting, then the counting happens, and the declaration of the result. And if we feel there is this is not fair decision, something has happened, we can apply a petition, can apply, the opposition party can apply a petition, and the elections can be done again if the public is not happy with the result. Now we have political parties in India. As we right now also we have two major parties, one is a BJP and one is a Congress. Right now the ruling party is BJP, and Congress is known as the opposition party because these two were standing, one party won and another party lost. So another who lost, that party is known as opposition party, and the party who is ruling, that is ruling party. Now what is the importance of these parties? Actually what happens whenever there is a opposition party, they actually make sure that the ruling government is doing their best. So they always check upon that particular people, and we come to know if there is anything, the opposition party always behind those people. So it clarifies us also that if that those person are doing something wrong or no, or if they are standing on their promises or no. Those parties which lose election from the opposition, they voice different views, critics the government for the failures, and mobilize opposition to the government. Then political parties shape public opinion. Whatever they say for us. With the help of pressure groups, the parties launch movements and solving problems. They always try to solve our problems so that they can stand wherever the position or the power they are having to stand upon that. Parties even offer access to government machinery, welfare schemes. So many schemes are there to for the goodness of the people. So somewhere these two parties are always looking forward for the people so that they can have their position, whatever the stand they're having right now in India, they can maintain it. Thank you, children.